Hello. Hi. This whole video thing is still really new, so here we go. So in starting all of this, first thing, for the longest time, I haven't had a desktop computer in forever. I've always had a laptop, and then finally today, I got a brand spanking new desktop computer, so I can do the things I've been wanting to do for a while, which is getting back into some games. That's some higher quality, and also being able to actually get through. So having this computer, especially obviously for this series now, I guess if it's going to turn into a series, we'll find out. I haven't been able to get past a very small percentage of a park in Planet Coaster before. So now with this, I can finally actually do some real projects on pretty good settings. So I don't know. I want to start making videos. I think it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and yeah. So I don't know if you can see from that quick little jump there, but I have the title of the park. It's called New Ravinia for right now. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and there's this awesome outdoor music venue called Ravinia. And I've always loved the aesthetic of it. I love going to concerts there, and I think it's a really cool name for a little park. So I'm kind of using that name, whether it's, I don't know if it's going to be a placeholder for right now or whatever, but that's kind of some inspiration for that. I'm in the scenario editor mode because that's the easiest way to build for me, and this is kind of what I have going on right now. My style of building is very erratic and probably won't make for some good time lapses. I might do a time lapse every now and then, but for the most part, I am gonna probably prefer the style of video where I'm gonna build for a little bit, come back, see what's up, and then jump back into it. So really basic here starting out. You can see in the back I've done a little bit of terraforming, but that'll come into play. I'll do more of it later as we go. And then just kind of started working on the little entrance area. This is inspired by the pavilion entrance at California's Great America. And I want to kind of tie in this kind of classic brick everywhere between that and then this little exit over here to kind of draw it back into an earlier time. So kind of the thought here is that this would have been originally, I want to play off of it being more of a garden that had a music venue in it, kind of an amphitheater, that then got expanded into a full-fledged theme park. So, before it could have just very easily been, there's these gates and there's all this path work and everything to get into it, whatever. But eventually, security had to get stepped up, so that's why there's these just kind of little tents with metal detectors and everything. It looks kind of temporary, and that's kind of the point. And to kind of force you in, why pay for big, expensive walls and redoing things when you can just put up a gate that doesn't let people go in except for going through security? So that's kind of what's going on over here. I don't really know how to start videos yet. If it sounds like I'm rambling, it's probably because I am. So then kind of same thing over here. There's these little just event fences to make sure that people go over here and go through security first before they go in the gates. And then over here, this is just going to be like a pretty basic little ticket window where you can come and get daily tickets. And then you can should be able to see that this is in a very different style than what's going on with the brick over here. That's on purpose to kind of make this look more, a little more modern. It looks a little bit cheaper in a way, using just kind of basic materials and everything like that. So anyway, hopefully that wasn't the crappiest intro in the world, and I'm going to keep building some stuff, and then we'll get back in a little bit. Alright, so a little more. What I'm kind of trying to do right now is think about how I want to lay everything out and sketch a little bit. So obviously buildings like this one over here, still an early stage, just like this guy is over here. I tend to build in layers. So I'll come back through when I get inspiration for something or whatever, and I'll come back in and add some more stuff on top of it, trying to figure out this entrance plaza and kind of where everything leads. So if you kind of look back here, there's something way off in the distance, and I kind of want everything to lead to that. That's going to be the amphitheater, which I'm going to base pretty much directly off of the actual Ravinia amphitheater. The idea is going to be that everything kind of leads back to here. So this will kind of be like the back of the park where everything kind of quiets down again. So we'll have the amphitheater and then like maybe a restaurant or something like that. This is the start of the amphitheater from Ravinia. And you can see with the if you don't know about this trick, the Archer animatronic is a really good representation of the actual scale of Peeps. So kind of using that to base your building off of. This thing is going to be fairly large. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for over here. And then kind of the general idea is that there's going to be really random paths where I'm not really sure kind of what the area is, but basically what I want it to be is that there were just kind of these random assortment of nature trails that the company took over and just kind of started sprinkling rides where they could fit things. So that's going to kind of be the idea in this mainland, and then, you know, probably doing a couple of coasters on the outside surrounding the river and then over here by this hill. And then might be able to do something a little more themed over on the other side of the river where they might have had more chance to expand or do something over here. We'll get to the coaster in a second. So this is another building that's in the Ravinia Park. I kind of want to take some of the real life aspects of that of Ravinia and just kind of sprinkle them around, so there's always this continuity through point as far as the style goes, and then build off of that. And then we've got this carousel cover here. This is based off of the carousel at Worlds of Fun, and it's kind of cool, I think. It's my first attempt at a carousel cover. Again, just sketching stuff out. Nothing crazy. This little guest services building over here, it's kind of just very basic. I do want to do an interior for it because there are going to be the info kiosks over here. And then this little path back over here would lead to, this is the back of the ticket center. So if you had issues with that, you can find that back here. Also just like kind of an employee little trail, whatever. So that's where we're at over here. And then I really wanted this visual right in the front. I wanted this Cobra roll right here. This is kind of wonky, the start of it, because of station placement. Originally I just had a simple turnaround, so the station would have been more kind of here, but then when it got to the brake run, it wasn't really working, so I might still redo this. I'm not, and by the way, these supports are going to be going away. I don't even know why I have them there, because that just looks stupid. The only thing is that I kind of like how the coaster starts and ends the same way with this little bank turn over the water. So I kind of like that, but I don't know. I'm not really sure about it. So you can see it's coming down right here, and it gets nice. Ooh, that might actually be too close to the water. But yeah, it's just a pretty straightforward 110, 115 foot tall, something like that, B&M. This is a quasi wider, like a weirdly shaped overbank turn. The whole point of this overbank was to get it to have this lower, kind of high force turn into the Cobra roll that goes over the entrance plaza. So this turn right here just whips you like crazy. And then yeah, through the Cobra roll up to mid-course break, and then there's another left-handed dive, which kind of seems to be the theme of this. I don't know, this happens a lot. It just kind of worked out that way. And then it ends, the last inversion is this, and it looks so gross. I cannot get this inversion to look any better than what it is. It's not it looks worse than how it rides. And I'll try and get a POV here in a second. But yeah, I'm probably going to come back through and reshape this because it looks terrible. Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, I'll keep going here for a second and probably do one more update, and then we'll call it a video. All right, so here we go. This is where I'm gonna go ahead and call it for right now. Got the just start of a park here. Yeah, I just tried to kind of finish up part of this little entryway, get a little more detail in. Still got to deal with these little chunks of path here, but whatever, that's fine. So filling these planters, I really wanted to make sure that whatever was here was framing that carousel really, really nicely, and I think that this does a pretty good job of that. So that's kind of right here in the middle, and then I changed this over here. Instead of being guest services now, this is where you can get your priority passes. So on these little TV screens right here, there will be, I'm going to make like a set of menus, I guess, price options and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, this is awful. Hold on, let me change this, because I don't want plants creeping through. I do plan on doing an interior at some point. I'll get to that eventually, because interiors are awful. Actually, that's not true. They're not too bad. I can probably cover the rest of that up. Okay, that's fine. So this is priority passes now. And instead now I'm going to move guest services over here, kind of where it should be. Since this building is for getting tickets, it also should serve as the guest services building. So so this will be an actual guest use path now to get the door is going to be here now. So that's how that's going to work instead. And then I added this Emporium. This is based on the Emporium at Dollywood. And I think it's really nice. What I like about it is how it curves around and goes almost 180. It doesn't look like it from the front. If you pretty much any angle you look at it, it always looks like it's just a corner building. But as you kind of keep going around, the corner just kind of keeps going. So I think that's a really cool little touch to this building. Probably need to add some more detail to it, but that's where it sits for right now. I added this little bit of entry, I don't know which one, these decorations right here, as well as an old sign. So kind of how this would have worked is that in the past, like when this carousel was originally built, probably in the very early 1900s, this would have just been the way you got on and off the ride, this little entrance right here. So you can't really do that anymore. You have to have an actual queue, so they kind of just tacked on the queue over here, and this is now just the exit, but they kept the original entry sign. So it looks okay. I'm not super happy with it. If I get inspired to change it, I will, but that's what it looks like for now. So then this is another TV screen that's going to have like a quick little history on the carousel about how this is the original pipe organ that it used to have, and an original horse, and just kind of do a fun little sign like that. That happens a lot for a lot of classic carousels. And then the last little a couple more things. This over here is going to be where Lost and Found is going to be at. So at the end of the day, if you're missing stuff, you can come over here. I got to obviously add the back wall to that. You can come over here and check if you have stuff that was found that you lost. And then just kind of made this little fence thing to kind of get right up in here. The clearance, you see it coming through right there, is actually really good. It looks like it's a lot closer, which is a really, really nice little visual. And then a fun little trick sticking out here you can see is that if I actually go ahead and raise this up, there's benches under here, so when I get peeps into the park, theoretically they will actually be able to sit on this little brick part right here, which will be kind of cool. So yeah, so that's where we have it for now, and we'll see where this thing goes. So if you watch this, thanks for watching, and we'll pick it up here next time. I'm gonna try and throw that POV in of the invert over here. Again, probably gonna change. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.